Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Grimburkwulf, and this is Out of Ore. It is nighttime. I'm in the mountains. I am chopping trees with my fancy new pickup truck. Yeah, alright. My 4x4 pickup truck. It's pretty cool. I like it. There's only two trucks like this in the game. One's a 2x, one's a 4x. I don't think there's actually a difference between the two except $30,000 price point. So last episode we started getting coal. We built an oil refinery, which I have discovered the oil refineries to be very OP because I did an experiment where I built more than one, and then I left it running all night. And the following morning when I went to work, I was like, I'm just going to let it run while I'm at work. So I let the oil refineries do their thing for 18 hours-ish. And ended up getting 17 million, I think, is what I got before I spent a ton of money. Oh no! Rolled it. Alright. Let's, vehicles. Return to inventory. I bought a lot of equipment. And I did a lot of things to the plant. So, let's come over here and have a look. Okay, so as you can see, I've got two refineries. One's not running. There we go. I got two refineries. I got a full stack of coal here, or not coal, oil, and you'll see what I mean by the millions here. Another full stack, nice. So if I go to inventory, store, sell. 9,999 oil sells for $664,934. So I just made 1.3 mil right there. And I leveled up. And that's just with these two things, or these two pumps, refinery, storage, just constantly working. And of course I left everything running overnight, so, and while at work. Made a lot of money. I think I had 20 something. I got 24, 25 full stacks to sell, which gave me, like I said, almost $20 million. I did resolve the coal issue. Turns out one of the chutes ejected out the back, and we had this mess. So basically what I did was, because the trommel, is a, I'll just go to it real quick. Factory, production, trommel. So I said basically everything you put in any material and it ejects the dirt and pay dirt out the back, which is where we get our like gold ore. Alright, I shouldn't say we get the gold ore, but the pay dirt goes to the wash plant, which gives us the gold ore, the ruby, the silicon, and the diamond. And then this allows everything out the front that's already pre-done. And since right now we're only doing coal, I don't need the extra stuff. So I just threw the storage tank on the end, and it's capturing coal for us. So that's good. We got that. And then for the aesthetic reasons, I put it up on blocks just because. And let's get to the stuff I'm sure you guys have already seen out of the corner of your eye, but I'm moving my camera intentionally to prevent you from seeing it. I need a big unveil, a big curtain to pull back. Alright, so massive concrete pad, which I think was $4.5 million of concrete. And then we got to go into first person for this. I haven't finished it down here yet, but this can be the new offices. down here. Probably put windows in. But this is what that's gonna be. It's gonna be kind of cool. All right, first things first. Let's go over here to the new trucks. I think this one's the fuel truck. Yep. So we can now refill all of our equipment over there with fuel using this truck. We got a dump truck, 2 types of dump trucks. The Sandvik, or however you say that, and then this one is called a Pete something. Store vehicles, trucks. A Petworth, which is either like a Peterbilt Kensworth hybrid. I'm not sure. But still fun to have vehicles. I got a grader, so I can actually make some decent roads. We're gonna play with that, if you will. And then of course we got this big beautiful thing right here. So this is gonna be. We might have to modify our plant over there to accommodate this bed load. it's massive. And then finally, I started building this. I got this light tower. It's kind of cool. Got to figure out how to expand on that. But I started building this thing, and we have the biggest dozer you can get in the game. Store dozers. There we go. The DX 11,000. So just bought that. Haven't played with it yet. As you can see, not a speck of dust on it. Still brand new, shiny, brand new. And we're still running the same loader because we haven't hit 45 yet. Go make sure this pump is on. There we go. So yeah, the coal screen, the shaker screen, those stuff I just put away. Everything that was in the tower I put away because I'm going to put the tower on concrete base. Just haven't figured out where yet. And it moved all of our fabrication production here onto this concrete pad. So that's where we're at. Like I said, most of our money is coming from these right here. And like I said, I think it's very OP, but for a solo operation, having that extra money makes things go a little faster. Pardon me, I'm drinking coffee at the same time. But what else we can do is we can go to the bank. We can go to transfer company funds. So let's deposit to the company. Let's just put in 7 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 million. There we go. So now the company has 7 million. All right. Lots and lots of money. So my truck I just bought for. It holds my dynamite at the moment, but usually what I do with the truck, and maybe I'll just go ahead and do that now, is let's go to the store. Don't want vehicles, we want equipment. Scroll down to paint. And then we need, we're going to need a blue. So let's go with a regular blue. We're going to need a yellow, which I think we have in storage. And then we're going to need white. There's a reason for this, you'll see. Run over here and grab my yellow paint real quick. Yep, yellow. And I have a habit of making sure my stuff is purpose-built, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull the black off, the gray off, both grays, and then white, blue, Yep, and yellow. Yep, there it is. Alright, it synced in. And the reason for all that is now I have my Napa Auto Parts truck. Everyone needs an auto store. So this thing is, as I start buying parts, because these machines will break eventually with the repeated torture we put them through, we're going to need parts. So I like to have parts on standby. And so if something breaks, let's say hydraulics on the loader break, I don't just buy one, I'll buy 5. And stick them in the truck for storage as my parts delivery. So that way, if any of my equipment breaks down, like earlier this year, the LT and I were playing, and both our loaders suffered hydraulic failures, axle failures, ECM failures, and it was like back to back. So like he would fail something on his loader, and then something on mine would fail, and we were just trying to find the parts in the inventory and buy the right parts. It was like, let's just buy them in bulk. So bought them in bulk, stuck them in the truck, kept them there for storage, and it became the auto parts truck. And depending on where you are in the world, I mean, whatever auto parts store you got, we've got Napa and O'Reilly's, but couple others too, but I just thought it was funny, so that's why the color scheme is the way it is. I just wish we could customize it, because I would love to be able to put the trim and everything on to make it actually look like their truck. That would be a lot of fun. Alright folks, we're back at our mine, our coal mine. I have half a bucket of load here. So we've opened this up a little bit. Don't remember if I had that in the last episode. But we have opened up the pit a little bit. A little easier to maneuver now. And what I've been doing is dumping like the loose dirt spoils over the edge. So let's get this out of the way. And we'll get this out of the way too. So all of this is just loose dirt spoils that I've been dumping. So the coal is here. And all this dirt I'm just trying to open up. So I get big full buckets of dirt, dump them. That lip needs to go away too. Oops. Somebody call the safety man. Swap paint with another piece of equipment. Now, because this bucket is probably going to contain coal, we'll dump it in the truck. Oh, it's definitely going to contain coal. Okay, so now that we have this isn't even fully loaded, I'm willing to bet a lot of that material fell out. That's okay. But my concern is with this truck, it just fits through here. And just fits isn't gonna work when it comes to the big truck, so we're definitely gonna have to open up that road, which is, like I said, it's an OP thing to do, but I mean, do what you gotta do, right? So if you're starting off, get a couple oil refineries going. You might have to grind. I don't remember if they unlock at a certain level, but get the refineries going. If you're not going to leave the game running, definitely get more refineries. I left mine running. Kind of wish I hadn't, but at the same time, it is what it is. So, yeah, get a couple refineries going, get yourself some money, and then buy the right equipment. Now, I like playing with all the equipment, so the right equipment to you and the right equipment to me are two very different things. I have never driven one of these in real life. I'm kind of excited to drive it in game. The extent of my driving of this thing has been literally bring it up the ramp. Oh, while we're here, let's just check. Okay. So as long as we come at it somewhat at an angle like this, we should be okay. Because we don't want to dump it off the side. Which, oh, getting out of this thing sucks. Alright, so this could actually probably be a bad thing for me to do because it's going to throw off everything. Well, maybe. Hold on a sec. Let's just do this. 5. That was a 2-piece. That was a 2-piece. So what we'll do now is here, store, factory, conveyors. We want just a 1-piece. That's a chute. Straight 2 meters. There we go. Alright, let's go 9. Perfect. And then the X. Perfect. And then we need another one. Oops. Conveyors straight. There we go. Just slide that over. Shouldn't be an issue. And then I think I need just 2 pieces. Let's go over here real quick. Put this away. We'll put the gray paints away. Is that gray paint? It's not the same. Interesting. Where's my workbench? There it is. And we need roof. We need beams. Like, how long is it going to take to make all that? 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Oh, I need 10 of each, so... we'll just buy them. Don't have any in here. No. We'll just buy them. Store. Buildings. Wood. And $1,300 a piece. That's retarded. Alright. Now we've got this going and it doesn't interfere with the conveyor. So now the dump truck backing up should be able to dump into it no problem. By the way, I do have the wood structure supported by this wood structure. So it doesn't need to be because they don't have, you know, physics based stuff yet. So like I said, this whole thing could be floating. It'd be fine. But I like the aesthetics, so yeah. Alright, we got that. Let's take our dump truck close, test out the road, see how much wider it's got to be. Okay, can't even get it down to that pad. So, that is acceptable. That is acceptable. Got to trim some of these trees out of the way here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the big dozer. I'm going to do some road maintenance, if you will. Yeah, I'm going to do some road maintenance, hopefully cut a smoother, clearer path with the big beast. I'm going to create a turnaround spot as well. Actually, we'll just summon it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm just going to take care of business with this, and I'll see you guys here shortly. Okay, folks, so just so you're aware, I did extend the pad. It was 3 blocks wide, 4 blocks wide. Now it's, was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I extended that out a little bit to accommodate both the big dump truck as well as the big dozer. So, lift the cab, there we go. I don't want to screw this up. Let's go. Okay, so progress is very, I wouldn't say slow, it is slow, but right now I'm deforming the road to form the road. So I'm trying to cut wide enough, which is deforming the road. So that I can shape it here in a little bit. I might need to make this episode a little faster today, folks, just because I've got some things that have come up that need to be taken care of. So, I'm gonna see if I can't at least finish out our road here. I definitely need to clear this lip a little better. And the road itself is not that even, but it's a lot wider. First few passes with the dozer. The new dozer makes short work of it, so I mean, it's not a big deal. We just gotta, you know, take the time to take the layers off and grade everything down, make a nice smooth road for the trucks. Alright, so one of the things with this dump truck is it might be too tall. So either I gotta elevate the pad here, or I gotta build a system to feed it. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that's... I don't even think the bucket can go over it. Let's just test that real quick. Barely. Well, I didn't want to have to do this, but it looks like we might have to. So now we load into this hopper, which drops it directly down into that hopper and channels it into the truck. That was the most painful process I think I've ever taken to get what I need done, but it's okay. We'll get the power running. See, oh, I hope there's enough power on for all these unit load. Oh yeah, there is, definitely. Okay, so everything's running. I kind of want to put roofing on it. I got concrete blocks. We'll just use concrete, I think. Move those up there. Store. Buildings, wood. Let's see here. Let's do 2 corners and then 8 roof pieces. Should be enough. So what we'll do is we'll snap. Snap. And then grab our roof pieces like that. And then our corner pieces. Ah, gonna start a fire that way. So, that'd be kind of cool if you could do that. Start fires accidentally. It's all good, all good. There we go. Now we got a proper hopper. Let's test it. Make sure everything works. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's working. Alright, so now that we know that the concept works, I'm going to load up this truck, take it back, dump it, and we'll call it a day there. Alrighty, folks, moment of truth. We'll dump this load, see how well it worked. Lots of material going to our wash plant. Let's see here. Holy cow. Look at all that coal. I think we had 5,000 or so before we started. Now, it wasn't a full truck full of... it was not a full truck of coal. It was a lot of dirt in there too. And some pay dirt, so that's good to see. But yeah, I think this concept will work as far as mining the coal goes. So hey, thanks for joining me on my show and tell, mining some more coal, testing out our new truck, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.